We begin here with frustration on the first day of school. Some students in Iredell-Statesville schools started the day and just barely had a day in the classroom before having to go home to quarantine. This after district leaders confirm a positive COVID case inside a first grade class.
The news reaffirming the push from many parents to make masks mandatory across the district. Tonight, WCNC Charlotte's Brianna Harper spoke to a group of parents, all sharing their concerns.
It's the return back to school no one had hoped for, but some believe the reality of a positive COVID test in many students' quarantine might lead to reversing the mask decision at Iredell-Statesville School. At least that's the plea from many parents I heard from. A back-to-school welcome with much concern. Parents Chrissy and Kyle Winchester learned less than 4 hours into the first day of school that their daughter's first grade class had a positive COVID case.
They sent them to school awaiting COVID results without a mask. Parents can't be trusted to make good decisions, clearly. So again, leadership has to mandate that these things happen.
This group of parents all agree masks should be required in Iredell-Statesville schools. Many signing this petition in support. The petition creator says her fifth grade daughter was hospitalized with COVID back in November, and she would never wish that same fate on others.
It was gut-wrenching, and I don't want any other parent feeling that. On top of that, I'm trying to protect my other 3 kids.
As a result, she pulled her students from ISS and instead enrolled them in private school, following the district's decision to make masks optional. In a survey last week, ISS shared that 52% of parents and staff wanted masks optional. 47% thought masks should be required.
My basic frustration is that concern's not translating into leadership. I think making decisions based off of a survey respectfully is not a way to lead appropriately.
Instead, many parents believe ISS should follow the lead of Mooresville graded schools. Just last week, they went back with mask optional. Then, in a matter of days, hundreds of kids were in quarantine.
They keep saying that they have every intent to keep education going, but if that was their full intent, they would have made masking mandatory after seeing what was happening.
Parents say the district also hasn't shared plans about what's next when a student must quarantine, and the district says for now there are no plans to change to a mask requirement. And just as students return to school this week, North Carolina lawmaker Representative Greg Murphy introduced a piece of legislation that would ensure liability protection for schools and colleges that are doing their best to protect students, staff, and visitors. No word yet on what support that bill might receive from the state legislator. Brianna Harper, WCNC, Charlotte.